Welcome to students. We are going through a topic that is from biochemistry, metabolism of carbohydrates. So in this we are going to study about the glycolysis. So how the reactions takes place during this process we will see step by step. So the first reaction is that is the conversion of glucose to glucose 6 phosphate. So in this glucose phosphorylation to glucose 6 phosphate is catalyzed by enzyme glucokinase. That is every reaction takes place with the help of the enzyme. In this, the glucokinase takes place or carries the reaction. ATP acts as phosphate donor in the presence of magnesium. Liver cells also contain an enzyme glucokinase for this reaction. The action of this enzyme is regulated by blood sugar level, whereas activity of this enzyme is inhibited by high concentration of glucose 6 phosphate in the cell and is independent of blood glucose level. It is an irreversible reaction in most tissues. However, liver and kidney tissues contain a specific enzyme glucose 6 phosphate for the reversal of this reaction. Then the second reaction of the glycolysis is glucose 6 phosphate to D-fructose 6 phosphate. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme which is called as the glucose phosphate isomerase. Then third reaction, that is fructose 6 phosphate to fructose 1,6 diphosphate. Fructose 6 phosphate is further phosphorylated to fructose 1,6 diphosphate by ATP in the presence of the magnesium ions and phosphofructokinase. It is an irreversible reaction in most tissues excepting liver and kidney, which are principal organs for gluconeogenesis and have phosphate for the reverse reaction. Then next reaction, that is fructose 1,6 diphosphate to 3,2 triose phosphates. Fructose 1,6 diphosphate splits into 2 triose phosphates, that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate by aldolase, that is the enzyme which is called as the fructose diphosphate aldolase. These triose phosphates are interconverted by the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase. These triose phosphates are interconverted by the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate links fat metabolism and glycolysis through glycerol. Then next reaction, that is D-glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate to 3-phosphoglycerate. D-glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is oxidized to 3-phosphoglycerate, which contain high energy phosphate bond. This reaction is catalyzed by phosphoglycerate kinase, that is the phosphoglycerate kinase. In presence of inorganic phosphate and coenzyme NADH plus, which is converted to NADH plus H plus. Under aerobic conditions, and reduced NAD is reoxidized through electron transport chain of mitochondria, resulting in the formation of 3 ATP molecules. Since two molecules of interconvertible triose phosphates are formed per molecule of glucose, 6 ATP are synthesized at this stage. In anaerobic glycolysis, however, no ATP is formed, as the NADH is reoxidized during the conversion of pyruvate to lactate. Next reaction, that is 1,3-diphosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate. The high energy phosphate bond generated in the preceding step is captured at ATP in the presence of ADP and magnesium ions. The reaction is catalyzed by phosphoglycerate kinase, and 1,3-diphosphoglycerate is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate. Thus, at this stage, 2 ATP molecules are formed per molecule of glucose undergoing glycolysis. Then the next reaction, that is 3-phosphoglycerate to 2-phosphoglycerate. 3-phosphoglycerate is converted to 2-phosphoglycerate by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. Utilizing the intermediate 2,3-diphosphoglycerate as coenzyme. The next reaction, that is conversion of 2-phosphoglycerate to phosphoenol pyruvate. 2-phosphoglycerate undergo dehydration and redistribution of energy within the molecules, so that producing phosphoenol pyruvate, which has high energy phosphate bond at carbon 2. The reaction is catalyzed by enolase in the presence of magnesium ions. This enzyme is inhibited by fluoride. Then phosphoenol pyruvate to pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate is irreversibly converted to pyruvate. This high energy phosphate in phosphoenol pyruvate is transformed to ADP by pyruvate kinase in the presence of magnesium ions. Thus, 2 ATP molecules per hexose molecules are formed in this reaction. Then the conversion of pyruvate to lactate. Pyruvate is the normal end product of glycolysis in aerobic conditions. However, in the presence of oxygen, it is reduced to lactate by NADH in the reaction catalyzed by lactate dehydrogenase. The reoxidation of NADH in lactate formation allows glycolysis to function during anaerobic conditions by maintaining regular supply of NAD plus for glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate dehydrogenase reaction. In erythrocytes, glycolysis always leads to the formation of lactate. Now we will see how much energy is synthesized, that is in the form of ATP during the glycolysis. So this following table shows total number of ATP formed during the oxidation of glucose in aerobic glycolysis. So this process, that is glycolysis, takes place only in the aerobic condition where oxygen is required. So during this reaction, that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate is converted into 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, that is 6 ATP are formed. And in this reaction, that is 1,3-diphosphoglycerate is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate, that is total 2 ATPs. Then in third reaction, that is phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate, that is released 2 ATPs. So there are total 10 ATPs. But during this process of glycolysis, ATP consumed in hexokinase and phosphofructokinase reaction, there are 2 ATPs are required for this conversion. So the net gain of ATP formed is 8 ATPs.